Welcome back to the triumphant return of the Straight Shooting Podcast. This is Tim. I am Tom. Ron has retired, and we miss him.
We miss him.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is not on the road anymore, but
we might have to get a cutout of him.
Or
a hologram.
We have more content planned, and we may have to just FaceTime him on one of these videos, because we miss you, Ron. Thank you for all of the laughs, some of the tears. And
all of the fun.
All of the fun, for sure. But we are excited to be back. We've got some traveling coming up, and we wanted to relaunch the podcast. It's starting with this show today. Where are we, Tim?
We're in National Harbor right now, Tommy,
Yes.
for the Defense and Commercial Censoring. Have you ever been to the show?
I have not. Now,
We got a first-timer.
We got a first-timer here. Now, when you fly into National Harbor, what's the most effective airport to fly into?
Well, there are three airports.
Yes.
There's Reagan, which is about 12 minutes from here. There's Dulles, which it's a little bit farther. It's about 35 minutes from here. Then there's BWI in Baltimore. It's about an hour with traffic, hour and 15 minutes. I would advise Reagan Airport.
Yes.
Then Dulles if you can't get into Reagan.
Right.
By all means, never BWI. Why do you ask?
Well, because yesterday when you picked me up, you seemed a little frazzled, because I did fly into BWI.
You did. I did go to Baltimore to pick you up, but you know what? It gave us a little bit more time to talk, and we'll leave it at that. Tommy.
And I think that is a great place to start here. Communication and preparation is so important for these shows. And hey, how are you? Well, sorry, that threw me off. The gentleman just waved at us. We actually do have a solid plan here at the show. You know, we're missing Ron, but in his absence, I have stepped into a kind of what I'll call lead assistance role with you, Tim, right? That's kind of what we're sales support.
I would consider a partnership.
A partnership. That's very generous of you. I was told by my father and brother that I was to call you sir. So that's surprising to hear, but nice to hear. But yeah, we're excited. I have not been to this show before. I've really only been to a couple of shows. This is my first kind of show where I feel like I got to be on my A game, you know? And I think that starts with planning, like we said. You know, we knew that the show was going to get busy, so we got here early to start the podcast a little early. And, do you have any, tips for the first day of a show you would give anybody?
First day, just feel it out, really. I mean, you don't really want to explore on day one. Kind of want people to come to you.
Right.
Day two is when you kind of go into that, Magellan mode, if you will. But yeah, day one, just feel it out, see what happens, see the traffic. Typically, you get a lot of excitement the first day. So yeah, just, I guess feel your first time out, as they say.
Absolutely. That's great advice. Now, how many people do you think are at this show?
Oh, man, that's a great question. To be honest with you, I don't know. It ranges every year. Normally, when it's in Florida, I would say it's a bigger turnout, but that might be location-based.
Sure.
But it's been 2 years, 2 years since it's been here, and the last time it was pretty busy.
But you had some numbers that there was something like 600 people checked into the hotel yesterday.
So Sunday, 600 people checked in. Yesterday, 950. Now, can't confirm those numbers. That's just what the nice lady at the desk said. But I gotta believe it.
Well, I think another important piece of advice is keep an open mind.
Right.
Sometimes people at a hotel desk will lie to you, but most of the time we have to assume that they're being honest. So we've got a lot of people coming through. We've got our booth set up. We've got a new and improved OptiPro booth. We've got some stuff we're really excited about. When someone comes up and approaches you at your booth and says something along the lines of, "What do you guys do?" What's your strategy for informing them on what OptiPro is all about?
We do stuff.
Yeah? Keep it vague?
No, we make the machines that make the optics. We're at the Defense show, so as you can imagine, if you're looking for dramatic A-spheres, hemisphere domes, parts like that, our machines make those parts. We have a dedicated lab that can help keep up with your production while you wait for the machine to procure. If you have interesting material, Feeney Bechtold, you may be familiar.
Well. Yes.
She's always looking for the fun and challenging stuff,
yes,
especially the materials that aren't well known materials that are hard to cut. You know, everyone says they like the easy work. Not our people. We want the tough stuff, but we have the machines to handle it.
Yeah, and I think that that's the type of message that is so much easier conveyed in person, face to face, right? Because you can send that over an email and it doesn't necessarily land. But when you say like, no, we do enjoy the challenge, you can see it in your face. It's genuine, and I know that that goes to Danielle and Dave and all the other people at the shop. So,
and Dave and Kyle, they welcome it as well. And yeah, you're right. It's the team likes. That's what they want.
They like challenges.
Give the people what they want.
And they have challenging employees, so they must like challenging. They hired me. So in that same kind of mode, when you have, without giving any of the proprietary sales sauce here, when you have an encounter at a show where someone comes up and is curious, and you start to sense that there might be some business to be done, what type of how important is it to get an appointment on the books in person? Like you're like, hey, let's set something up right here at the show versus just collecting. Pause for announcement. So on that kind of same, thought process, in person, you're likely to have some people come up, not really know exactly what OptiPro does, but in the course of the conversation, become interested, and it might become apparent that there is a business that could potentially be done.
Yep.
Without giving away any of your proprietary sales secret sauce, what's your strategy? Is it important to get a follow-up meeting on the books or a phone call, or is it just getting information and exchanging information? What's more important?
Probably exchanging information. I mean, everyone's busy at these shows.
Right.
If you could get a meeting in, that's great.
Yeah.
There's a lot of show buzz that happens. But yeah, I mean, getting the contact information, knowing who's who, if you will, and who to reach out to. I always encourage meetings while we're here, because in person is always better than email or over the phone. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but being in person, you want to take advantage of that. So honestly, it's just engage and figure out the who's who.
Absolutely. All right, well, you heard it here first. We're going to figure out who's who and who dat. Isn't that what they say that in Baltimore?
No, I think that's Louisiana.
All right.
But I will say one thing.
Yes.
Back to the light of Ron.
Yes.
Make sure you have your bananas today.
That's right.
Prep yourself
Yes.
with a nice peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch.
That's
you don't
right.
need to eat the high starchy food. Eat clean and have a protein bar.
That's
Those are
right.
my tips for today.
Yeah, live life the Ron way, not the wrong way.
Exactly.
All right, we will be back with more content from the show. For Tim, I'm Tom. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.